Oh, why am I out of line? Oh well.
I would explain why you couldn't.
It's bringing me in now to watch. Like, well, I wasn't out of line, but like I'm watching now, but I'm not in
Mankind
like
knew
queue
that they
for
cannot
matches.
change society.
Oh,
So
you're
instead
you're
of reflecting
watching
on
like
themselves,
just spectating?
they blamed the beasts.
Now I'm just spectating.
Oh.
Heaven. Duel 1. Let's rock. Angie wins. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock. Max.
That fucking wall break.
Yeah.
Oh, it just moved everybody out of the way.
Sorry.
Did you get in to watch?
I'm fighting him.
No, sorry. I mean, Brian.
I did, yeah. It's loading right now.
Yeah, I waited a little bit to give you time to get in.
Yeah, it didn't let me join. No, that's fine. I guess you just have to wait for the whole game to load, huh? Stupid. They don't have the speed up mechanic. Fast forward mechanic. I can see a purple bubble under my thumb.
Whoopi Goldburst has entered the room.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. A few people just walked in. Now that we know this is here, I can share the code and you can join and we can code the room from inside the room. We can password the room, inside the tower, inside the network, inside the game, inside Steam. They made it really simple.
What a fucking mess.
think that spin he does, you can throw it. Should have just thrown
I
it.
think it's like Leo's. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's throwable, but doesn't look throwable. What the, oh.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock. Counter. Counter.
Nice.
This guy does not defending grabs at all.
Duel 2.
Yeah, I missed a couple grabs on him, otherwise I would have done better. There you go. Can do super soon.
Get air tossed, bitch.
Nice.
Fucking jumping asshole. I read you like a book. Fucking tuck that guy into my shelf.
That's right.
Right next to my books on gorillas. Fucking National Geographic shelf.
Are you ready? Man. Duel 1. Let's rock. Hold it. Counter. Counter. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap.
Just not blocking, apparently.
みんな一緒に
Man, I get black screens all the time for my windscreens. Do you?
No.
No. I do constantly. Like, just no picture.
Are you ready?
And then it just goes back to normal game.
We saw your celebration.
Which celebration was that?
Mankind knew that they
Your
could
wind
not
bones
change
and stuff.
society.
Oh,
So
I
instead
didn't even
of
see what it is.
reflecting on themselves, they blamed
Yeah,
the
I mean, it just
beasts.
showed that. I don't know. what that-
Oh, okay. No, mine did.
We
I
saw it
didn't
all.
see my own wing quote. Just black.
我が名はザト
Duel 1.
Let's rock 任せそしてこう 手伝ってくれかける 食らいつけおっと上から今発生使えそうだ Slap Duel 2 Let's rock 任せごちそうさ復帰 直撃跳ねるそしてこう流れる今失礼 Slap
ジェリーフィッシュナイス
Yeah, it's totally black again.
Jellyfish. It was like jellyfish, and like everybody was like cheering with you and stuff.
Are you ready?
Yeah, it's weird. I started a stream on this. Oh, what happened?
You should be fighting the Angie now.
Oh, okay. He hasn't
But it's not
readied up,
letting me
so
see. Oh, I see. That's why. Maybe he's AFK. If he doesn't join soon, let's just move to another station.
yeah.
It's because I stole his soul last time.
That's right.
He,
Still
he
crying.
evacuated soul.
Are you ready?
Nice.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1.
Let's rock.
Wrong way.
One of your kicks it stops dolphins. I know I'm giving you a tip that's not helpful for me, but it'll be helpful for me in the long run.
Duel 2.
I can't remember whether it's a command kick forward, like throw a kick and then do another one. Do you have a kick that hits like twice when you do it?
It's that.
It's that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This 5K does only when it connects.
I was trying to do my super back.
I missed that input so many times.
Duel
I saw it.
Let's rock.
I cannot do that super at all for the life of me.
ジェリーフィッシュ
Like, when
I was just like buffering it. Like, okay, he's hitting a button. I gotta let it go. No. He did it all, and I can let go. No.
Are you ready?
Let's take a piss.
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap.
ジェリーフィッシュ大勝利
May wins. Are you ready?
Is this Angie back, or are we just timing out here?
we'll see.
Oh, he's here.
He's back. Well, he rejoined the line, so he was back at some point.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead, Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap.
うまい
Duel 3. Let's rock.
富士アギハ おいやるねほらよいざし富士アギハ富士緩んでるぜおさまつ
Positive bonus.
邪魔ね
Slap.
Nice.
Yo, I got scared there.
May wins.
Cheers, still piss pooing.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, good.
Are you ready?
Need my rematch
Mankind.
against Ray again.
Duel
Get
1.
on.
Let's rock.
アンビットブリンガほら
Oh, you can hear someone.
They're really quiet.
For me, anyways. The game sounds are a bit loud too. How is Sabbath going for you so far?
My daughter away.
Still sound great.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Cheers. You need to find me. I stole it on the I sent my laptop from work. They may ask for it back in the day. Now, I gave it.
Slap.
My life. That was so
Punch that dolphin out of the
exhausting.
friggin' sky.
I need to do something about these volumes. And it won't let you like change game sounds in here. I can hear somebody there and it sounds like Brian Gray. Is that
It'd be Brian
Nice.
Gray.
It's Brian
Hello.
Gray. He said he gave his daughter away, I think.
I'll be
Oh.
whoever you want me to be.
cranky?
Mankind knew that.
Justin's sister.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
失礼
Yeah, don't worry, man. I'm just passing through.
間に合わない
It's good. Eh, nothing much. Just chilling.
失礼
Hate you, Shears.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
奴らにどんどんそして今度死いただきここですどんどん骨は残る
You guys off lockdown yet? Damn, man. Out here, they're going maskless.
Yeah. I go back to work on July 4th, I found out now.
ではさようなら
I'm expecting to go back like full force too. Probably won't be able to do much after that.
I thought you were self-employed.
I have been working at a wedding catering place for a couple of years. I still have the food truck, but it's not open.
We'll have wave 4, everything will be locked down in 12 days. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Maybe.
I
Variant
mean,
time.
Yeah, who knows?
Variant peanut butter time.
But I mean, as far as this particular leg is concerned, whatever happens next. I got my vaccination, but I didn't get a time for my second one, so now I guess I have to call somebody.
Aren't they just rolling out first vaccine?
I got the first shot, yeah. Second will only for a couple months.
Damn. Out here, you can walk in and get it.
Yeah, it's the first country to have it like that, though.
Yeah, there are some areas like in my state, only school, hospital, government buildings. Everything else is private business choice.
Nice.
But I hate to say it, all Sheriff people are, all Sheriffs of kind are the only people who took advantage of it. And I mean, COVID was abolished in 2020 sometime. South southern area. Or at least that's what we know. Wait, do you guys have people in Canada that don't believe it's real?
My dad.
Yeah, there's some, but they're not considered normal people.
For us, it's called the public.
I finally jumped.
There's a lot of people who think there's like lots of conspiracies and stuff behind it, but people who don't think it's real, there's not a whole lot.
I'm with you on that. I mean, there's a deeper root to it, but I think
Just wild throwing this shit out of this guy.
Because it's you just stand still often,
Yeah.
just trying to block low, right? So that's one of the answers to that.
Get fucked.
Oh no! Fuck. Glad that doesn't get too much damage.
Wow.
Donkey Kong.
You said it, Soul. Pathetic indeed. Back of the line, Gorilla.
Gori.
Out of context, that probably sounds a lot like my people talking through me again.
Jeez.
Brian's heard a lot worse, I'm sure, by now. He's been in the States a while.
So instead of
yeah, man.
Duel 1.
It's just a 2. No dude from copy that. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Just your Canadian.
I'm on the next ship over.
May win Duel 2. Let's rock.
What are you playing now? Lord of Seas?
Guilty Gear.
The new Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear, a fighting game? What does it sound like? Like RPG.
I just lost my inputs in the middle of that.
こんなもんか
Soul.
Just swinging an anchor around the screen.
I'm gonna go out, enemy. Toodles.
Later,
Later.
Katie.
派手に行く
That was my fight to win. I
Oh
didn't
my gosh.
punish it.
Oh, what a close match. Yes, I get my match against May.
May.
Oh my
May
gosh.
is everywhere. You saw it finally? Did you see your windscreen finally?
No. No, I've seen my windscreen before. It's just since I created this lobby. I haven't
Black.
seen a windscreen since I created this room.
I really like the twitching
But I
on
don't
the
want to try and
ground
remake it.
when
Yeah,
you
it's
lose.
pretty good.
It's like,
It's pretty good.
They cannot change society. So instead of Duel 1, let's rock.
Man, my buttons for against Zato are different than they are against other characters.
Wins. Duel 2,
It's interesting.
rock.
Nice.
Finally, he beat me like the last like 4 or 5 times.
おめでとう公務員だ
I finally got a win against Chris.
Wins.
I like May's face when she's got knocked out. Like, it flattens the bottom of her face and her tongue's stuck out.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The animations in this game are just good, man. It's
Yeah.
a pretty game. It feels too blown out light-wise, but it's a pretty game. I think I need to darken the colors a bit.
The new monitor I got during winter actually like kind of
Mankind
brings
knew that
those
they
levels
cannot
down.
change society.
It looks so much
Nice.
better on this screen than it does on my TV. Well, I mean, my TV's an old piece of shit anyways, but
For me, it's the opposite. My TV is way better than my monitors. My monitors are old now. Like on my computer monitor here, it's like
君をスカウトする
it's got a haze.
Angie versus Zato. Duel 1. Let's rock.
インバイトヘル
I gotta take a look.
安らぐお跳ねるインバイトヘルやるねダメか
I missed.
立ってないぜ
Nice.
上から
すやおっ無人キリッとしな
跳ねる
俺よ無人だけ違うな
かけるどれインバイトヘル
俺よ
収まる上から高い
よいさ
かける
男を見せるぞ知らせ
Nice.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
This guy has a plan, but no imagination.
Yeah. ショット
ここですか上から高い高い
ショットほらよよいさ無人よこ
ここですか
ここだろう
ああそしてここですか
ショット
インバイトヘル
ショット
ここですかここです
やるね
インバイトヘル
無人
インバイトヘル
ここだろうほらよ
ミナー大会守るパターン
Back.
よいさ無人
インバイトヘルいただきましょう
Earlier, he hit one of my anti-airs with a jump in. I was so pissed.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
ショット
どんどん
無人上の空か
インバイトヘル
やるね無人
上から
Ah,
無人上の空か血のりだ無人緩んでるぜダメだね
インバイトヘル
ほらよ
Man, having to make a new gaming thumb sucks.
任せるどんどん捕まる頼んだどんどん
やるねショットせや無人緩んでるぜショット開かないねサイ
いただきましょうラオウも
やるね
ここですか
やるね
上からラオウも
Nice. Crossed up.
in your butt.
This poor guy suddenly can't catch a break.
Got downloaded.
The Gori is not working.
But that's kind of why I wanted him here. We needed this.
No, I know. I was just kind of like, this is kind of like our first night playing.
Oh,
so.
I totally get it.
Are you ready?
When everyone else joined...
Skip shares?
I accidentally left.
Oh, okay. I left again to try and fix
Me
this
too.
problem.
Let's go to a different one here. Because he's gonna stay on there and take it. I'll let Chris get it. Let me know when you're in, Chris.
I'm waiting. You gotta have that circle above your head,
Oh, okay.
I think, is how it works. He's gonna be like, what the fuck did these guys do?
Yeah, whatever.
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Duel 1.
Where the fuck did everybody go?
そしてこうアンビットブリ暴力上から派手に行くぜ
But it's true, we learned a lot about Angie. We can move on.
インバイトヘルラオウもオルテンクス上から下助かった上から下
Slap.
お疲れ様
Duel 2. Let's rock.
おいお疲れ様捕まる任せる助かった俺やありがとう手伝ってくれお疲れ様やらおい助かったバンディットおいそうだ奴らに暴力派手に行くぜ
Quit running, you fucking cowards! Jesus Christ.
That's what Zato does.
Apparently. I gotta play Potemkin Buster so I can just do Heavenly.
Yeah, Zato is definitely not a run in and get in there grinding in. His buttons have shit.
Sorry.
Have shit hurt boxes.
I wasn't focused on the screen.
Mankind
Did my
knew that they
controller
cannot
disconnect?
change society.
Your buttons definitely do not have shit hitboxes.
Duel 1. Let's
That fucking crouching hand thing beats everything.
Yeah, it's gross.
That?
Sorry, I meant to say hurt boxes.
Oh.
I didn't do that.
Whoosh, the May damage. Fuck.
見てたよ
Duel 2. Let's rock.
手伝ってくれありがとうおいお疲れ様なおもお疲れ暴力若いなおもありがとうおいお疲れ様捕まる復帰
Drift Roman cancel. Let's go.
おいお疲れ様そしてこう手伝う助かった跳ねる上から下失礼
Slap.
It crossed me up so much.
手を取りなさい
Wins. Duel 3. Let's rock.
手伝って助かったああ任せる失礼
I'm gonna miss Whoopi Goldberg.
安らぐ上から下痛いかもしれない
I didn't
Oh,
even realize he was
Eddie.
still there when he was behind me.
The sandwich.
I thought he disappeared when he hit me the first time.
Kevin got me with one of those earlier today, except
Oh,
it was
that's
off
so
screen. He did it in the corner, and it went like behind me off screen where I couldn't see. So I just like started like pressure, and just all of a sudden it was like, nah, behind. It's like the exact same like mangling.
Ugh.
It's dirty moments like that that are so satisfying
So
with him.
gross.
He's not fun to play in like neutral
No,
and
I
stuff,
bet,
but
no.
when you get like moments like that, it's so ridiculously cool and
Man.
disgusting.
Duel 1.
奴らんおいありが直撃
My slash button does not poke on you the way it does on other people.
And they occupy the same space with the hand thing. And he has armor with Eddie.
I get beat out most of the times. Exchanges that really work with other characters. I like the fact that I'm getting this auto burning.
Apparently it's Sonic Fox's character.
Yeah, he's changed a couple times though.
Yeah, he's flaky with this game.
Yeah, we'll see.
Let's hear what Leffen has to say. Fucking can't stand it.
Oh yeah, that was gross. That was what I just did. That was really tight on timing too.
No. I tried to detect, but I'm like, no, it's a command grab.
And I'm still struggling with the overhead kiss, man. It sucks.
Like the DP input.
No, it's getting the distance is still super close. And I don't play DP characters, so I do struggle with touch probably.
Oh.
Yeah, his supers are not good in terms of reversal, anything.
Startup,
It's-
yeah.
Yeah, startup.
You don't have any
garbage.
reversals, eh?
No, none. Zero reversals. His anti-air is shit too.
Ooh.
He's even though I'm good with some of his pokes, overall his buttons are not good without Eddie around.
Really?
Like
Kinda
even his like jab thing that he does, that I like that button, but his head's hurt box is actually quite far forward, so I get countered like so often, like almost any other move.
I like
It'll,
the
like, hit it.
skull that comes around. That's a
That's
good
his
one.
that's his anti-air.
Yeah,
it's
it's good.
it's okay, but there's so many better anti-airs. But
May.
it's not about him having like good buttons. It's about him doing well in conjunction when he's got Eddie up, and surviving when Eddie's not up. Like that round, I didn't really do the guerrilla tactics as much.
Yeah, I noticed I was able to punch him out a couple of times.
Yeah, I didn't do the guerrilla tactics, and I wasn't like running like a bitch and stuff. And
Yeah.
like he has to do that stuff pretty much. I mean, you were playing it a bit smarter too. Like you weren't coming in as often and stuff, and you were being a bit more selective. But that's like literally his play style.
Not a good trade.
Oh.
Smart.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh no! He's trying to air throw.
Until last night, I never knew the reason why this game was called Guilty Gear.
Why?
Because, well, it's a story thing.
Soul's the guilty gear. It's
Yeah,
part
Soul
of
is the
yeah.
Guilty Gear because because when he killed when he beat Justice, he didn't realize that Justice
his
was
wife.
half of his wife,
Wins.
and so he like was like super guilty about it. So he became the Guilty Gear.
He's free of it now though. She's back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It should be
That's
called
why they're saying
Relieved
he's-
Gear.
That's why they're saying
Yeah.
they're ending his storyline, I think.
we'll see what happens. I didn't watch the whole storyline. I watched like a very compressed version, like the whole Guilty Gear series in an hour.
I'm watching the one that I linked. It's about 5 hours. It's pretty in detail of every character from the start of the game. It's awesome.
I don't think I'd do that. I don't even know if I'm gonna go through Strive's story in terms of actually in game. I'll probably try to find an amalgamated version of it too. That's a lot of lab time to not be labbing. But I would like to know in a general sense what's happening in the story now.
I have a rough idea.
Yeah. Now actually I like,
don't
have
know
like a good
what
idea.
happened in Xrd.
I've always had a pretty good idea, but I'm learning a lot of new stuff. I like the lore though.
Like it had interesting ideas and stuff. It was like one of those super convoluted like like super Evangelion like storylines. But with,
Daisuke
like,
had like magic as the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Like anything that you had a question about, like it was magic.
Yeah.
So he just was free to do the most ridiculous shit.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure there's
watched
like a lot of like character pieces that I'm missing, but I'm like, there's so many hours to go through, I can't do it.
It's a ton of info, but I'm actually really digging it.
Oh, that's good.
It's fun.
I wish Potemkin had a better backstory rather than just being a slave.
It didn't mention Potemkin at
no,
all.
he
I have
wasn't
no
just
idea
a-
what Potemkin did.
No, he wasn't just a slave that got freed. He was a slave that got freed, and then that commander guy of his and
Red
him
King?
literally led the revolution that got rid of slavery for their whole country. Zep.
That's it?
Like, he's the freedom fighter that freed Zep. Is there
you
like
spoiling?
something stupid in here?
Are you spoiling the story?
No, that's Guilty Gear 1 or 2?
Is there someone stupid in here?
Sorry.
It's
I don't
quite
think
the
so.
question.
Sorry, my sounds are not great, and so I need to turn you up, I think.
I had to turn Guilty Gear way down to hear anybody.
I have Guilty Gear at 30%.
Quilty Queers. Anybody else have a kind of long communicating with server when they load up the game?
Everyone.
Okay.
I guess I didn't click OK fast enough from the ending screen too, so I just didn't get in to watch you guys. Oh, it's gonna be bad for you, Mike. The bad Mike behavior.
Yeah, it turns on when it shouldn't. Basically, when I scratch my head, it turns on.
Got a cold.
I have allergies.
Are you ready?
I'll switch to push to talk.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock!
そしてこう若い痛いかもしれないどんどんそしてこう安らぐどんどん
test.
捕まる
Test.
立てますか
Zato wins. Duel 2. Let's rock.
I don't remember which button I used to use my controller. It's one of the joysticks, but I can't remember which one was better.
They have map default in this game something on left.
Danger.
Speed the shit out of me when I'm talking.
Negative.
助かった跳ねるこう避けるこう任せる今
I ate so much shit on that sword.
Yeah.
As soon as you released it, I was like, ah, damn.
今から私が上司だ
We found out how to make lobbies. Mikiel.
It's pretty funny. You have to go to the park and build a house in the park.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Building a room in the living room.
And when you add everybody as friends, you have to add everyone's R code, which takes about 25 minutes to
Mankind
load.
knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they
Who is this guy that's summoning Zato/Eddie?
I don't really know, to tell you the truth. Is it Eddie?
Actually, it looks like Answer.
I should look it up.
覚悟はできて
It's
んのか
another dandy. But,
どうでもいいです
Zato versus Soul. Duel 1.
Well, it's not Eddie because he left.
Let's rock.
That's true.
And Zato's a corpse. Can't do anything on his own.
ボルカニックバイン
避ける 手伝ってここですか痛いドリル直撃ダメくあそしてここ突撃暴力
いただき
ドリル直撃奴らを
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
バンディットブリンガー消えろ派手に行くぜ
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
バンディット決めるぜバンディットブリンガー
どんどん助かった目から下赤い
バンディットブリン
ドリル
終わったぜ
なおも
I didn't mean to burst. I regretted it so much.
I was about to ask, have you lost your mind?
まだやんのか
Soul.
That was crazy.
Duel
Yep.
3. Let's rock.
任せる跳ねるありがとうそしてこうあれだこうあそこですかドリルいただきなおダメかあ
ほらヒガンプレイバンディットブ
避ける高いなおもあ痛いかもしれない
ボルテックスバンディットに決めるバンディットブリンガー
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts.
Who is he?
Heaven or hell.
Probably just works for that man.
Yeah.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
いただきましょう。あ、どんどん安らぐ。そしてこう。痛いかもしれない。来い、安らぐ。そしてこう。
I was mad at myself for not teching, and I hit dust because I was like, why aren't you grabbing? And I bursted.
I was wondering where that burst came
That
from.
was me being retarded.
安らぐ。来い。
We're dumping all the meter.
Oh,
No
double.
way!
Hey, a first. You guys get an achievement?
No.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
どんどんありがとう跳ねるそして暴力し目から下直撃前ペアだおっと安らぎ跳ねる目から下し
I was seeing if it could get me out of that.
Good learning. Good learning.
Yeah.
おめでとう
It's like how I constantly try to fucking DP through
Yeah.
supers and take horrible trades.
Hey, a horrible trade keeps you alive than hell.
Maybe, but like, I could just block.
Mankind. Duel 1.
Shush. Them's brain and words.
捕まるなおも暴力等
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
任せパネル上から下直撃
Dude, your buttons are amazing.
What? I didn't jump high enough.
Mike, do you want to try and find us?
手間かけさせやがる
Yeah, sure.
So,
Do they have the training rooms in the lobbies still?
Yeah, we
You
would.
can have the option to train while you wait in line.
That's good. Have to set up an avatar, I guess, and all that shit.
Oh, you that still?
Yeah, I haven't logged on.
Oh, okay.
Just been dojo, that's it. Starting from scratch here.
Yep.
What's this thing?
How do you attack in the lobby?
Trying?
It's not on. You can turn it on in the other lobbies that you can actually hit each other's avatars.
Any reason why?
It's like the soccer ball,
for-
just interaction.
For funzy? To make the lobbies all worth it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Tay-Tay's here with us.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
I think Chris is actually streaming her game.
Dude.
Oh, you're
Oh,
playing.
nice.
Yeah, play. You're streaming, right, Chris?
Yeah, from Discord.
On your Twitch, though?
Alright, someone just send me the link.
I'll try to find it.
Ass monkeys. It's Carbon Mizzo.
退
It
屈
doesn't
させやがる
say that you're live. Oh, there it is.
Need a new badge.
You want to send him the link, Chris?
Yeah, sure.
I almost had it up, but Shears is ready to pummel me again. Pummel me in the anus.
Mankind knew that they
Wow.
cannot change society. So instead
And
of
then we're gonna play
reflecting on
Guilty Gear?
themselves, Duel 1.
The heat.
Doesn't follow.
あ手伝って上からここですかどいなおもそしてここですか
Gotta lose that habit, man.
Moving up.
貸したものは返す
It's making me watch an ad.
Just trying to make that bank.
No, I don't think I have it set.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't.
Yeah, just-
I don't even think I have like a membership that can.
I think it just automatically happens on Twitch. You're not getting the money, obviously.
Yeah. I just do this to record the matches. If I can learn anything from it. Or if anything cool or wild happens.
Clip it.
That's all I do. That's all I do. I'm not like on air.
That was crazy pressure. I was like, holy fuck.
I need to get better at putting my mix in there.
Soul wins.
Got my standing overhead, my standing low, my low.
Like I was in the damn corner, like holding down back
I know.
for like 30
I just couldn't get like a decent conversion to finish it.
Is there Canada or is it just US East Coast?
US East.
Mankind knew that they cannot change.
There was no lag when I played with Donnie.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, Duel 1.
Sick.
I mean, he's playing Axel, but besides that,
I just played Zato with me.
I gotta remember just to hit fucking 6S all the time.
yeah.
Anytime I 5K, I should 6S.
Fucking tutorial rape happening here.
I've had a huge fart in the middle of that round that fucking threw me right off. It's like, brap, as I'm getting bodied. OTG.
みんな一緒に
Twitch.
Are you ready?
Anybody remember what lobby we're in? 14?
32?
Oh, 30. Okay.
Oh no, that was the last one. I think Kevin picked this one.
I don't remember.
I thought
Sorry.
it was 12 and then 14.
So instead of reflecting, Duel 1. Let's rock.
I wanted to see how fast it would
Disease.
break. Apparently it doesn't.
Seeing how much armor.
Zato.
More learning.
Yeah.
2. Let's rock.
got placed on 6th floor.
So say we all.
Everyone that beat Soul.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Not gonna lie, he almost beat me.
It's an extreme AI bot.
I don't know what that means.
The hardest difficulty.
Oh. You did a lot of standing around for no reason.
Yeah, they're not that smart. They're floor 6 smart.
Okay, how do I do this?
Boom. My poke button got beat like
If
15 times that match.
Yeah.
May win.
If
That-
you're on a
that
floor
button
right
that May
now, you
has-
would want to leave to or the screen where you pick what floor you're on,
Yeah.
and then hit R1 to go over to Park. Or what is it? Is it called Park?
Yeah, I
I'm
think.
gonna get out of line here to see if I can figure out which room we're in.
Are you ready?
Right, which park?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Or that's what Kevin's gonna figure out right now.
How are they all full? Or unless it's saying they're all mostly empty.
No, 32 out of 32 is full.
Holy.
Oh, it booted me out completely. I left our little room and it just took me out to the main menu.
Number 25 has 6 of 32.
Probably because it's full. Maybe we need to move. Because I probably
Yeah,
can't find you again. And you wouldn't be able to find yourself. We'll find a low pop server if there is one. You might have to
2 or
go to
3.
Brazil.
There's 2 or 3.
Yeah, I think that as far as max
You hear me?
current users, this is the top fighting game of all time right
I
now.
can hear
To beat Tekken 7 out by like 6 or 7k.
Can Kevin hear me?
Duel 2.
Pretty quiet, Mike.
It's muted me as
I have you turned
I
up
could hear
to
you.
like 160.
What did you say exactly?
I was saying there's like 5 or 6 lobbies in this park
Yep, no, I heard you.
system
I was
that are
just
actually empty.
talking
Or
about
close to
that.
empty. It's not related to that then?
I don't know what I was thinking there. I was sluggish.
Maybe try number 6.
Works for me.
Alright, so go into 6.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be disconnected immediately.
Welcome to the park.
The chandelier is still swinging from when Kevin left. Oh, there we go. I got kicked.
When I left. But it booted me right back to network.
Let's see how to make a room.
Chris, let's communicate with the network for like,
Here, I'll
We're in 6. US East Coast 6.
okay.
Get Chris to make the room again. I don't want to do it.
Sorry, it's communicating with server. I'll be there sometime.
Lobbies.
Six
funny
says
is that these
32
are
of
better.
32. US East 6, 32 of 32.
What? Okay, so
I guess it filled
parks.
up while we came in.
I clicked on it. See?
Yeah,
We'll
it
go
says
back
number
out.
of players, 31. Yeah.
Oh, I just got in.
So those numbers must have been temporary,
Yeah.
not updated as we were talking.
what number are we going to again?
6.
Even if it says full, click on it and see if it works, because that's what happened to me.
You're making it to the right of the stage again over there? That's where you make them?
Yeah, this guy seems to have the ability.
Right,
He's
the
got
house,
the little house
the
thing
house
there.
sign. Let me introduce you to some rooms. That guy.
Yeah. just make it for anyone again.
Where's Mike?
Welcome.
Where are you
What do you look
guys?
like, Mike?
I have shirt and tie with a very high top hat and or hair.
Come to the right of the stage.
I am.
Oh, we don't see you.
Unless you mean like the stage is in where they look like they're going to play music.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
And not the actual full map. Got it.
You just saw you run by with the top hat.
Yeah. So come over here
Oh,
to the
there's
right.
Shears.
See this
That's
little
definitely
little
Shears.
house? This is the room that that Chris made.
What the fuck?
somebody already joined in here. Just a random.
What a lobby.
Enter the room.
And I can add Mike once you're in here. Hello.
This is basically a player lobby, but not made in the player lobby.
You have to go into the what is it? Members list, and then go into each of our R codes and follow each of us to be able to quick join
But
to our games.
It
later.
takes like a solid
Takes a
2
minute,
minutes
yeah.
to load up each R code profile.
I'm viewing Mike's R code for the next 3 minutes.
So am I.
We're all just like intensely staring at his R code.
Obtaining data.
What a process.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Taylor's. Are you watching
Oh.
my screen?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fucking
like,
bad.
We'll,
I-
we'll
I'm
get
also-
to fighting soon.
I'm also playing. I'm just like.
This is
playing
how
watching
long it
games.
takes to load in. Fucking wild. There we go.
I'm trying to learn how to play Giovanna because apparently she's like a pretty
Good
good
for
character for
characters,
learning the
yeah.
game specifically. Like they
She's
like
very
pretty much
Cammy-like.
put her in. What's that?
Yeah, I would say
She's very
that
Cammy-like.
she would be a good one of the good ones to learn.
Well, it's interesting. They made it like they made her so that she had a couple kinda Gatlings so that she'd be easier, and then they gave her that damage buff as a way of like new players who don't know how to spend bar well will just get that buff automatically. That was their
Donnie.
thought process. It's great.
Come to US East 6, and then to the right of like the stage, and when I say stage, I mean the stage where people are playing music. You'll see like a little house, a tiny house. Come in there, and that's Chris's player lobby.
And if you
That's
find us,
some
you're
good directions.
Yeah.
Let me. I have to change over some laundry and then I'll jump
Okay.
on.
Well, we can get started then.
All right. So the R code finally loaded.
Yeah.
What do I do?
Like it was literally. So just click on follow. Follows the thing that you're wanting to
I don't see follow anywhere. Check.
press A or X or
Oh, I have to-
confirm or
okay,
whatever it
so
is,
check
and then it gives you a
follow,
list of
yeah.
things you can do.
Sick.
Sick.
Back.
Start off the fights, Shears.
Nice hat, Mike.
That's my hair.
What? It's a high
Oh, it's
top. or
that
what?
hair. It's that
Kurt
hair. Nice.
Doing high
The
top.
high top. The high top hair.
Do you guys all have fight sticks?
No,
I
I'm
know,
using
I-
a PlayStation controller.
Yeah, so do I.
Shears and I have other devices.
Yeah, I'm using a hitbox.
I have a stick, but it also has some directional buttons. But for this game, I actually don't really need to use those.
Okay. How do you feel about that the hitbox Shears? Isn't that because I was looking that up today just out of curiosity?
I like it.
Right.
I think
I-
it's better for me.
Like I've never really used joysticks too much, so I'm not like used to them at all.
Go to Hitbox
so-
if you've not used a joystick. Joystick is a pretty big learning curve, I think.
You've played
Yeah,
games on a keyboard before?
yeah. I've played more fighting games on keyboard.
definitely would be fine with it. It's way better than a keyboard, but it's the same idea.
Yeah. No, in theory, it sounds like it would be pretty great, but I don't know. We'll see. Not gonna jump in on that anytime soon if I do get it. Obviously, wait to see if I'm really into the game or not.
Yeah.
And even my Xbox controller feels a little bit like it's not quite what would be good for a
Is it
fighting game.
1 or 360?
It's a 360 controller.
Yeah, those
that's garbage.
No, it's not good for fighting game.
Xbox One controllers have a good D-pad though.
D-pad.
The
Yeah,
biggest
I'm-
problem with the D-pad is on a Xbox 360 is that you actually can't really lock in like hard left or hard right. You accidentally jump or crouch all the time.
Yeah,
I
really
wouldn't mind
muddles
investing
inputs.
I wouldn't mind investing in a better controller at this point.
If you don't want to do PlayStation, at least get an Xbox One.
I do like PlayStation controllers now. I wasn't used to them.
Before, when I didn't want to spend money on a PS4 controller, I got a used PS3 and just like cabled it in and just did that whole 9 yards. But PS4s work pretty well.
Yeah, the compatibility is a lot better now. Steam works with it all the time. As long as you're not trying to play with 4 people and, you know, switching controllers constantly.
Yeah, no, on PC, no.
Alright, I followed the big.
It's a process, eh?
Yeah.
You go and click on the thingamajig and spectate while waiting. Don't just click spectate. Oh, see, you're just spectating now, so you won't get a turn. Gotta pick the top one and then spectate while waiting for.
Got it. I'm gonna wait in training mode.
Oh, you can do that from there? Was that an option too? I didn't even read it.
Yeah, there is.
You know, a lot of like anti-air grabs on me. It's weird. Like grounded grabs that are getting me in the air. At least, like the way it looks visually to me.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? On my screen, it looks like just as you're landing on the ground.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting
Kaikisk.
themselves,
They blame the
Kaikisk.
beast.
Duel 1.
Kickisk. Kickisk. Solbega. Solbega. God, if I plugged my PS4 controller into this laptop, would it work?
It should with Steam.
Duel 2.
Really? I'm gonna try it. Cause I got controllers coming out of my ears.
破壊安らぐ
Slap.
Soul bad guy. Mike is soul bad guy.
Why am I so bad guy? I definitely selected Milia.
We had this happen before.
Yeah, you have to reselect at the box.
Alright.
Mankind News. Duel 1.
Good thing you've never played a Soul before.
Vortex. なんでな、くたばれ。俺や。
Alright.
寝てろ。
That's all I need.
Yep.
落ちろ。この。おい、俺らだ。おい。ガンフレイン。ガンフレイン。おい。ニューマイトヘル。チョーク。ガンフレイン。復帰。いただき。
Ugh.
空なんでよ大きいおいいただきましょうほう跳ねる安らぐおっと高いほうどうかなガンフレインガンフレインアンカーシェイド
Get to reflect.
Yeah.
Rip.
It also reflects normals.
Overhead.
Overheads.
Duel 2.
Just hovering in the air. Bandit! No, no, no.
Oh shit.
Bandit bodied.
Did I skip Q?
I don't know.
This way?
Yeah, I'm not sure what went on there, but it doesn't matter. Just go.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead, Duel 1. Let's rock.
Do I sound different?
Not really.
That's a little bit canned.
Okay.
But you don't sound any different.
That's me, Can.
You know what I mean.
And am ready to be saved for the apocalypse.
Like you sound like you're coming over like a 1950s radio speaker.
Ah!
It's got a cool sound to it.
Plugged in my PS4 controller and
It automatically
connected the
switched the
sound.
microphone.
The PS4.
It's best to try
Okay,
and
how do I get to
disable
this
it.
room again?
Go to the park. So log on onto the network to where you get to those floors are, where you can see.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. you're loaded in, keep heading left, and there should be a small house that you can open the door and go in. I don't know, I've always created. But you'll have to go past the stage and keep going.
For the bridge?
I don't know. There should be a small, like, house-looking hut.
There's a stage, and then past the stage, there's like some knights. A bridge.
Is there no little house? Where was the house, guys?
Just
Further
to-
to the right, like just before the bridge.
It was to the right of the stage.
It's like a tiny house. Like it looks like
And
your,
it's on
your
the ground.
backyard shack.
and it's filled with men. It's exactly like your backyard
Mankind
shack.
knew that they cannot
Exactly.
change society. So instead of
Sweaty men.
reflecting on themselves, they blamed the
Oh, and then
Duel
you can
1.
go to somewhere from there.
No, so in there is basically a player lobby that we made,
Yeah.
and anyone
I
can
see it.
join. And you'll see us in a line there, touching each other's penises. And so then you walk up to the middle and you say, spectate, and you can watch the matches, you can train as you're waiting for your turn. It's like spectate while you wait, or train while you wait, or just spectate as well.
How do I join this? Start player match. Search.
You do see us in line, right?
Lets you search for player for like rooms.
No, you're looking for a building that you
At
want
the
to
right
enter
place?
the door.
Duel 2.
Okay. It's past the stage when you come in, right?
Before the bridge. So you go past the stage to the right, and then you'll see a bridge, but before the bridge, on the ground level, you see a little hut that looks like a little house. And it doesn't even go beyond the first, it's like one level high.
You have me R-code friended, right? Followed or whatever?
Yeah, I could probably just do that.
See if you can join from that.
I'll do that. Yeah, mixing up rooms. Look at that.
Nice. Yeah. When you're playing the ranked matches, you can only play up to 3. You can go back and rematch him again later if you want, if he'll accept. But like if you're in like one of the stations, but if
Make
it's
it
just
in here,
like you're
Donnie, or
doing it
no?
from training mode. No, he's
I
not
messed
here
up and yeah, I'll follow you. Go to the follow. It got in. Follow.
At least it's the devil I know.
There is no one you are following. Is in the rank tower or open park.
yet. Yeah. So
I
Oh,
you
need
gotta,
this isn't
you gotta come
open
into the
park.
room and stuff. Yeah.
Mankind.
Okay, let's see.
Duel 1.
So funny.
U.S. East Coast, room 6,
Oh.
Park 6.
I can't see Donnie online, so I can't even
Did
invite.
I go on the wrong thing?
No, I mean on.
I don't think that would work anyways. It hasn't worked at all yet, so
Yeah, but we finally got people in a room.
yeah. No, I know. Like, try to see if you can find the room. There shouldn't be a reason why you can't find the room. All of us and
Maybe
the
we
random people can
disappear
come into
after
the
a
room.
while.
US East 6, room 6. But the park room 6, right?
Let me try.
Just tried to reset training.
Too much lab.
Oh, my connection was not deemed.
Yeah, that would probably do it.
That's weird. I have it set to like anything. I'm pretty sure.
5K goes long.
Yeah, it's his best tool. Back to being 3 frames as well.
Yeah, that's the answer all the time until I get this. This is gonna be painful.
I literally only did that because you were complaining about uppercuts earlier.
Donnie, is that you with the green
Well,
hat?
Because I knew it was gonna be a problem.
Who's
No,
this
I think
green
it's
hat guy?
that's somebody else. Somebody else joined the room.
Ah.
For fishing. If you go to collection, you can fish for extra shit.
Colors and music.
Yeah. Yep.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
任せる。そしてこう。手伝ってくれ。
Slap. Are you ready?
I was about to yell like, "Who the hell is this?" But then it was Chris. I don't know how lines work.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Not on purpose.
What was that? Just got a notification from the room, but I don't know what it said.
It said someone joined.
Maybe it was Donnie.
Oh yeah, right. Grab. Fuck. Fuck. I choose wrong on that all the time.
Oh, the guy left. someone left. Wasn't Donnie. Where are you at, Donnie?
Let's see what Green Hat's got.
He's a soul.
Oh man, Soul's terrible at the mirror
Oh,
match.
he probably doesn't know that it resets you.
Is this just a random guy?
It's a level 1, so he probably doesn't know that the station resets you.
He got placed 7th. It's true, he may not know that.
Well, level 1, the levels are inclined with the character, so it means he's never played Soul before.
Right.
See if he knows the jump. He doesn't know how to jump.
He's trying to dodge.
Oh, well.
Duel 2.
That fear of knowing the person doesn't know what they're doing, so it's extra random.
The results of your training show in this match. Thanks.
Wow. A bad fortune cookie.
Donnie? No,
Soul bad guy again. Hope it's the new guy.
It's me. There's going to be a lot of Soul bad guys. He left.
Oh, I invited Colin. I don't know if you guys just beat on him.
I didn't shit on that. Yeah.
So instead of reflecting on
I didn't shit on him
themselves,
that
they
bad.
blame the beasts.
Seeing as how he didn't even pick his character. He actually did better than I thought he would. He came
He's back. He's probably trying to pick a character.
Yeah.
I deserve it.
For continuing your combo that you dropped.
Yeah. Ugh. Rip.
This is a new guy.
Did that other guy leave again and then come back? And then left? And then a new guy came?
So confusing.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society.
I'm probably
So
gonna
instead of
take a break soon.
reflecting themselves, they
Yeah, I gotta go
blamed
to
the
sleep
beasts.
soon.
Heaven
It's
or
past
hell.
my bedtime.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
任せる
I just tried to dust and I got a burst.
立てます
Duel 2. Let's rock.
痛いかもしれないインバイトヘルそこですかインバイトヘルそこですか安らぐいただきましょう頼んだ上から復帰任せる
Tried to hit him on the way down. But that starts up pretty quick and has a good arc.
公務員だ
It does.
Zato. Win.
Are you ready?
My.
Did Donnie get in here?
No, and he's not responding when we say hi anymore. so-
Mankind knew that they
No.
cannot change society. Duel 1.
His,
Let's rock.
his microphone is open.
Ah,
上
okay.
から
Well, I didn't like that Donnie guy anyways.
跳ねる今上からインバイトヘル跳ねる今そしてこうドリル赤い おい赤い捕まる手荒かける赤い今
Slap. Duel 2.
Just a mouth with like 8 hooves.
復帰安らぐ大将そしてこうインバイトヘル食らいつけアラウンドいない暴力そこですか 伝ってくれ。捕まる。
I like that you're using 2P to get rid of Eddie.
Yeah, I forget when that sword spawns him though. You always come right down into him.
He's a little tricky. Because I think Kevin can control past that, right? Like, once the sword lands, you can still move him.
If I'm moving left and right, he moves that way.
Right.
And if I'm on the ground, if I do my
It's really
reflex,
good.
he like dashes at you, and sometimes he dashes behind, depending on the space.
Duel
Faust.
My thumb is rough to shit right now.
I want this. Oh, I wanted to. Bro.
Faust actually seems pretty strong.
I think if I leave this lobby though, everyone gets kicked.
Yep.
Don't worry, it's super easy to set up new lobbies.
Once you can connect from the follow button into private lobbies that were made, it'll be alright, but they need to fix it quick.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
What the fuck is Faust doing?
I know. I'm just like. I'm like, okay, okay.
That was a nightmare.
I'll probably gonna end up picking him up at some point.
Just to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I also played him a bunch. I like playing him, and he looks so much cooler now. And I like his voice better now, too.
I don't hate the look, but I'm rather partial to the previous look.
Oh my.
What?
Oh yeah, the grab.
I was just surprised they could grab me.
No, Mike.
Get him.
You got this.
I haven't been watching. Is it any good?
Yeah, you just lie on the floor and twitch, and then you face slide to the back of the line.
Level 52.
That's actually the best part of the lobby system.
Level 52 is... You'll get that very
They
quickly.
cannot change society. Duel 1. Let's rock.
People joining random lobbies. All I think this is. It should be that they're just coming in through the door that Donnie couldn't find.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Danger.
Jesus Christ.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Is this Milia's theme?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure this is Milia's level too.
Fucking
90s girl rock.
Fucking meteors.
This guy's RNG is crazy.
Faust, cray, yo. As a pro. I wish I had it on my side.
Ugh.
Slap.
Poor quiet Donnie that hates us.
Donnie's just bad at computer.
I'll get flushed by this guy and then call it a night.
Huh? Alright, I'll be there soon. Donnie can't even figure out like noise. Did your microphone switch to the game controller again? Did you disconnect and reconnect and it automatically switch on?
Oh yeah, that's common with the PS4 controller.
Can you hear?
Yes,
You can now.
Twitch shares.
it did that.
Yes, but it's like to me that seems almost like a PC issue too. I don't know.
It's Windows cocking it up. I went in and fully disabled the mic on the controller and the Windows side so that it doesn't do it anymore.
How do you do that?
Like in the settings where you switch from one to the other, you just right click and say disable.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I'm just not gonna fuck with that shit right now. Just use this shitty Xbox controller. I don't care.
Man, all these randoms are joining. These rooms packing up.
I don't know if I like the fourth feedback every time somebody joins.
No, I agree. It's got to be a setting you can turn off.
Feedback every time someone joins.
Yeah. I don't like it when my controller is sitting down on a table.
It's
Yeah. I have to leave it on my mouse pad every time.
Wow, what was that?
Command grab.
I think he must have ended it early and then did his command grab. I think that's Roman cancel.
Quick Roman cancel.
Yeah.
Nice
Roman
fucking
cancel with
cutscene with
teleport.
the fucking the afro.
Perfect.
That's it. We knocked the new guy off, so probably call it.
Are you ready?
I gotta go, guys.
Is there a quick chat menu missing here?
Kick everyone.
No.
Can have a quick match outside if you want, Mike.
Faust just got into queue with me. That's weird.
Oh, we got $2,000 for all that.
Yes,
yeah, I
Kevin.
know.
Sure.
Fucking stingy with the fishing money on this game. Jeez.
You probably have to play randoms. It's probably more valuable.
Yeah.
You guys are still in
Like
Perk 6.
Dragon Ball, you basically got nothing for playing against each other.
Donnie's back.
Bye.
Oh god, I went
Everyone's
into
going to
big
bed.
picture. Jesus Christ.
Guilty Gear.
I can't believe it's
Big.
Perk 6.
You know what?
Struggling to figure out Milia's neutral duels. Getting in, I guess, but unsafely is the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
She still has her
Bicycle
her
in.
Rekka, right?
Her hair thing?
Well, she's
Her
got like
ground
a
dash
3-option
Yeah,
attack,
I
right?
feel like her neutral is not her strong point.
No.
What kind of move is that called?
I have no idea.
No, like where you have options, like the Akuma thing, where he's got 3 options in the air. Milia has one where you can like input it and then hit slash, input it and then hit.
Oh, that's Rekka's.
Yeah,
I don't think she has a Rekka in the air.
I found ill method.
Oh, air?
I found
No.
ill method.
Where is he?
Hello, ill method.
What room are
I'm
you
on
guys
the
at?
bridge.
Barcode.
Hey, it's a dirty Axel.
In room 6?
Yeah, we just are on the bridge looking at each other.
Is this what you guys are talking about? Like a long loading time just to check the arc?
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes forever. Just an embarrassment.
My God.
Fucking baby's first lobby.